tiny jelly spoons, so welcome to my December cosplay. This is going to be the last cosplay vlog of 2021. The year 2021 was pretty big for me. I made some personal decisions about my life and how I want to live it, and I really upped my cosplay game. Look at the difference between even my first Mollymore cosplay and where I've got to now. I mean, I made friggin' Ashton. I'm still not sure how I did that, but I made Ashton and I've made a bunch of other things. I've made 12 cosplays this year, at least. There are a few other extra small ones that I have made, but I've made leaps and bounds, and while I am nowhere near professional and still don't think I am anywhere near as good as half of my friends are and the people that I follow on TikTok, hey mutuals, you're amazing, I am vaguely impressed with what I have been able to do. So I have decided that I would like to challenge myself again. So, just to beat around the point, because whenever I say this out loud it feels really ridiculous. So my plan for 2022 is a 12-month challenge, in that I will be finished with the whole thing by December. And I'm going to put this out here right now. I want to have completed the 2022 project because I would very much like to post the video of the final completed project on the 27th of December. That specific date for a specific reason I will come to later. And at the end of it, I will have a movie. I've decided I'm going to try and make a film, a very amateur, low budget, looks like it's on stage film. Don't get excited. It's not going to be high techie. It's going to be low techie. And you know, we're still in Pandoramic time, so it's mostly going to be me. I'm going to be filming a lot of it and doing most of it myself and making things because I don't want to have to rely on other people and make them feel unsafe by coming to do things with me, and because it's, you know, easier to get a lot of stuff done myself. And the friends that I have managed to rope in are going to have minimal effort, minimal things to do with it, because I don't want to be putting too much of my stuff on other people, you know. So the project for 2022 is a movie, and I will tell you what the movie will be about. Now, I was thinking about all the things that I really want to do, and how I really don't want to have to rely on other people to be able to do them. And of course, top of my list, the one thing that I really want to do above all else is to play Peter Pan again on a professional stage. So instead I decided, well, how about I make it happen myself? And I essentially hire myself and cast myself and play Peter Pan my way, because, well, let's face it, I've been ragging on a bunch of other people's performances and portrayals and adaptations of Peter Pan for long enough. It's probably about time that I did my own damn thing. And considering the comments I got on the reimagining of Hook video that I did, apparently I'm okay at it. So I decided that I am going to spend my 2022 doing a 12-month project making a Peter Pan movie. I can already tell you the movie has a title. The title is Never Never. It's not going to be the original Peter Pan story, it's going to be a follow-on. It is going to explore basically the character of Peter Pan and all the things about him that I don't think ever get shown in any other production. I decided that the aesthetic I'm going for is that it's going to look like it's a stage play, and I'm going to build stuff. So what I'm going to spend my 12 months doing, and what you're going to get updates on, if you follow me on Patreon, you will get more, and you will get way more insights and everything on that, so incentive to follow me on Patreon if you haven't already. I'm going to make creatures, I'm going to make puppets, I'm going to make shadow creatures, I'm going to make effects, I'm going to do some lighting, I'm going to make some music, I'm going to write a script, which is already in the works actually. And yeah, it's all going to happen, and I'm going to give you monthly, if not weekly, updates on everything that I'm doing and how it is going. So that is my 12-month project for next year. I am making a Peter Pan follow-on movie called Never Never. And the cosplay I am making for December is a key part of that. So my final cosplay project for 2021 is the costume that my Peter Pan is going to wear. So yeah, welcome to my crazy 2022 plan. If you would like to support me and this movie project I am making, then you can chuck me support on my Ko-fi page. You can commission personalised character messages from Peter Pan, Mollymore, Clichy and Kingsley, and of course Puck from A Midsummer Night's Dream. If there's another character I cosplay that you would like me to send you a message from, let me know. Check out my Ko-fi for those. And if you would like to see updates on this crazy movie and potentially have you can potentially have your input and do things maybe for this movie, then get onto my Patreon. And for a minimum of $3 or £2.50 a month, you can support me on my Patreon and see what the hell is going on. Alright, I'm very excited. I'm going to be knackered. It's going to be a long ass year. The reason that I want to have it finished and ready to put out on the 27th of December is because the 27th of December is the date when the original Peter Pan play premiered. So yeah, alright, thank you my wonderful jelly spoons, I will speak to you soon, and in the meantime, here's a sneak peek at some of the sets I've been building. Check out the ceiling I am currently looking at. One sec. I will now leave you to watch my past self, now currently future self, but now at the time you're watching this, past self, making my Peter Pan costume. So, thank you my wonderful jelly spoons. I will speak to you very, very soon. Goodbye. Greetings, jelly spoons, and welcome to my December cosplay. This is the very start. This is my table of chaos. As you can tell, nothing has really changed. That is just the start of it. I've also been collecting this stuff down here. This is fake leather in a fantastic shade of dark green, and I am going to do something very exciting with it. Alright, so I am going to be making these. I'm going to make some sort of leafy shapes, and I'm going to put them together to make a sort of mantle to go over my shoulders. This is predominantly because I want this character to be completely covered on the top so that you cannot see any of my tattoos. The ones going down my arms are fine, like the feathers and the wing, because they'll sort of blend in together, but the ones on my wrist I'll be covering, and everything else as well. So the leaves are partly because I like the idea and for decoration, and also partly for strategical purposes to cover my ink. Let's go. And this is the little pot of moss that I have made. I just cut up some string and some thread that was green, and here we have moss. Leaf patterns! Leaves. And here the leaves are pinned in place, but I'm going to add something else first. Alright, Jelly Spoon, so one of the things that I am doing in this video project is I am making a bunch of leaves out of this shit-ass of a book. I did a review on it, you can look at it on my channel if you want to, but basically I don't want to give this book away to charity because I don't want anyone else to ever read it, and I want to destroy it, but I want to turn it into something beautiful because I refuse to destroy something simply for the sake of destroying it. I wanted to use this book and make something good come out of the utter crap that is this shit of a book. So I am cutting it up and I am going to make leaves out of the pages, and they are going to be on the trees and on the floor, and they are going to be a part of my Neverland set because I'm making my Neverland very much like a stage set, but I am taking a lot of inspiration from Matilda the musical and the idea of like paper and collage and stuff like that. So I'm going to have lots of book pages, and I'm going to go to charity shops and I'm going to get a bunch of books and I'm going to use those. However, I really want to use some book pages as part of my Peter Pan costume. I really want to put some book pages as leaves in with this. And I was going to use Peter Darling, but you know what? I just can't do it. I can't add this shit to my costume. I can walk on it, I can happily tread on it and use it as leaves on trees, but I cannot put it onto a costume of Peter Pan. So that is going bye-bye for the moment, and I am going to go to some charity shops tomorrow, and I am going to get just some random books, and I will use those instead, because, like, fuck are you going anywhere near the real Peter Pan? Just fuck you and everything that you stand for. This book is horrendous. Cannot express to you how much I love split pins. Look at them go. Look at that. Yes. I love the aesthetic, but I think I'm gonna line the edges. I have now torn up most of the book. I have a huge basket full of leaves, and when I tell you that I am taking so much delight in ripping this shit up, I have just got to the bit where they start having Peter and Hook doing adult things, and by God, is it the most satisfying feeling in the world to tear it to shreds and turn it into leaves that I am going to stand on through my whole fucking movie. Oh my God. Oh, I am vindicated and I am delighted. And so is the dog. Yeah. Alright, I've now lined the edges of the leaves. Yeah, I do think this looks better. You can sort of see the detailing, the shapes, yes. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. I am using the really creepy thing. This is the really creepy leg mannequin that I made by wrapping myself in duct tape. Do not be alarmed, it helps. It is not entirely lost upon me that I have accidentally made diamond patterned Molly Mork leggings once again. It is not lost on me. I'm wearing them. I'm wearing them. Can you see? Ah! They fit. More to the point. Yes. Excellent things. Look at that. Look at all the leaves and the vines. What is up, jelly spoons, and welcome to the chaos that is my life. So, as you can possibly tell from just how quiet I am sick. Like, proper sick. Like, I thought I had the flu, and then it just got progressively worse. So, I have not been sewing for about 5 or 6 days now. It is just after Christmas. This is the trousers that I had almost finished. This is the top mantelpiece that I had already thankfully finished. And this is what I'm working on at the moment because I have finally got enough energy to stand up for more than half an hour at a time without getting absolutely knackered. Now, this is the pile of what I was originally going to make. I was going to use some red and some various different other things to make Peter Pan's tunic. However, time-wise, I cannot afford to do that. I can edit it next year, obviously, but for now I want to do my 12 months of cosplay and finish strong! And we're not quite at the new year yet. It is literally the 31st of December right now, though. So I pulled this out, which is an old Peter Pan outfit, which I really love and I made so long ago. And actually, it's not too dissimilar to the look and vibe that I want to go with this time. It's covered in leaves, which I'm going to add loads of sap to. I have got the amazing these, which are hot glue sticks, but they're a beautiful sort of gold rich colour, which I'm going to use to make sap right at the very end to sort of drip down it. It's already got some patchworky bits and pieces. It's already got some vine work, which I'm going to carry on up. It's got some sleeves and some of the material I've got left over, so I'm going to extend that out. I'm going to make this into like a little side piece and it's going to fit under here, so that's going to cover up all of my tattoos. So ultimately, it's a little bit of a cheat simply because it's something I already had, which I'm adding to. However, I kind of like it, so yeah, we're going to see how this goes. I apologise for the slight lack of chaos in this video. It is literally because I have been ill, and believe me, no one is more annoyed by my lack of chaos than me. Also, the dog got a really nice plushy carrot for Christmas, and he hasn't actually destroyed it yet, which is pretty much a miracle in itself, so... Alright, hey buddy. As you can see, he's been very helpful, aren't you, buddy? Yeah. And it is quite literally New Year, because there are fireworks going off, and in about 5 hours it'll be New Year, so hopefully in the next 5 hours I can finish this. Let's do it. Yeah. And I am done! I have finished! It is literally about 2 minutes to midnight. There have been fireworks pretty much all evening from about 7:30 onwards, so it was very hard to tell without checking the time. But I am done! Oh, I love how this looks. Hang on. Got my voice back. I'm determined to get my voice back. Okay. I have tucked it all on the mannequin. I have tried to attach the legs as best I can. And yes. I like that I've got autumn leaves and green leaves. Oh, look at these. Look how cute. And the book pages, I added more of them later. And look, there's cobwebs. And I love how the sap and the moss has turned out. Damn, I love this. Damn, I love this so much. Ah! I'm truly excited for next year. Well, this year. This year now. Woohoo! I'm excited for this year. Look at all these leaves. And more book pages and vines and everything. I am so excited to play this character again. I am so excited to make this movie. Let's do it, 2022.